In terms of trying to make Scotland a much more attractive place in which to live and work, as well as to invest, is it the Scottish Government's intention to ensure that the tax system, the levers that you do have with the Scottish Parliament, drives down the tax to ensure that we are not seen as uncompetitive when it is compared to the rest of the UK? Because that is an issue that is coming through a lot of forecasts. And if the current fiscal arrangements from the UK stay in place, there is no question that there will be difficulties for the Scottish Government unless they can match some of these tax changes. Would you accept that?
I think we've got to proceed here with great care, because I can't accuse the United Kingdom Government of proceeding with great care on these issues. And with the greatest respect, I can't accuse the Scottish Conservatives of proceeding with great care on this matter either, because within the last 10 days I have been called upon to mirror tax policies that have now been dumped by the UK Government within a matter of, well, it's more than 10 days, what is it? It's about 12 days now. Well, that's no way to be undertaking tax policy. It's a total farce. And so I think we've got to look carefully at these issues. Of course, the tax position in Scotland has a relevance to, there's a relevant relationship between the tax position in Scotland and the tax position in the rest of the United Kingdom. But so are the other commitments that people have access to, like significantly lower council tax, like free prescription charges, like the fact that their children will get more early learning and childcare in Scotland than you'll get in the rest of the UK, like your children won't have to pay tuition fees if they go to a Scottish university and you live in Scotland. So, all the stuff about relative tax positions, some of the decisions of the United Kingdom Government for some people are completely incidental compared to the difference in council tax between Scotland and England on average. There's about £500 difference in council tax between Band D council taxpayers on average in Scotland compared to England, £500 lower in Scotland. Well, you've got to, there's got to be really dramatic changes in tax before you start deciding as a Band D council taxpayer that you're going to uproot all your family circumstances to try to get some degree of income tax advantage when you then jettison a whole host of other benefits to which you have access. So it's got to, so that's why, as in my opening remarks, I set out that I'm going to air that debate about public expenditure and taxation, because it's a rounded debate. We can't just have a compartmentalised debate about tax rates without looking at what's the whole public expenditure and tax proposition that people have in front of them, because that will affect, I think, many of the choices that people make. And finally, for the record, of course I want Scotland to be an attractive place for investment, and the record speaks for itself. Other than London and the South East, Scotland is the most successful location for foreign direct investment across the United Kingdom, and has been so for, I think, the best part of the last 10 years, if not more.